Welcome to the first chapter of Breaking Old Habits, a roadmap to a brighter future. In this series, we'll explore the powerful ways habits shape our lives, and more importantly, how we can take control of them to create lasting positive change. In this chapter, we'll begin by understanding the nature of habits, how they form, how they influence our daily decisions, and how recognizing these patterns is the first step toward transformation. Whether you're looking to change a small habit or completely reshape your life, this journey starts here. I invite you to listen carefully, reflect on your own habits, and begin thinking about how they've impacted your life so far. Let's dive in and start uncovering the habits that have been holding you back, and more importantly, learn how to break free from them. Your journey toward a brighter future starts now. The nature of habits. Habits are the invisible threads that weave the fabric of our daily lives. They shape our routines, influence our decisions, and ultimately determine the trajectory of our futures. Understanding the nature of habits is crucial for anyone seeking to break free from the old patterns that may be holding them back. At their core, habits are automatic behaviors triggered by specific cues in our environment. They can be as simple as reaching for a cup of coffee each morning, or as complex as the way we respond to stress. Recognizing these triggers is the first step in taking control of our actions and making meaningful changes. One of the most powerful aspects of habits is their ability to form a loop consisting of a cue, a routine, and a reward. This loop creates a cycle that reinforces behavior, often without conscious thought. For instance, if you end yourself reaching for a snack when you sit down to watch television, the cue is the act of sitting down. The routine is grabbing the snack, and the reward is the momentary pleasure of tasting it. Understanding this loop allows you to identify which habits serve you well and which ones may need to be altered. With awareness, you can begin to disrupt negative patterns and replace them with healthier alternatives. Moreover, habits are not inherently good or bad. They are simply behaviors that we repeat. This perspective is empowering because it suggests that we have the ability to reshape our habits and, by extension, our lives. The key is to focus on incremental changes rather than drastic overhauls. Small, consistent adjustments can lead to significant transformations over time. For example, if you want to incorporate more exercise into your daily routine, start with just minutes a day. As this small habit becomes ingrained, you can gradually increase the time and intensity, creating a sustainable and healthy lifestyle. Social and environmental factors also play a critical role in shaping our habits. The people we surround ourselves with, the environments we inhabit, and the systems we engage in all influence our behavior. By consciously choosing to connect with individuals who embody the qualities and habits we aspire to, we can harness the power of social influence to drive our own change. Additionally, altering our environment to minimize triggers for negative habits can significantly ease the process of change. Simple adjustments, like keeping healthy snacks visible and accessible, can create an atmosphere that supports positive choices. Ultimately, the journey of breaking old habits is one of self-discovery and growth. It requires patience, commitment, and a willingness to embrace the discomfort that often accompanies change. As you embark on this journey, remember that every small step counts. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it may seem, and keep your focus on the brighter future you are creating. By understanding the nature of habits and actively working to reshape them, you're not only changing your behaviors, but also paving the way for a fulfilling and empowered life. The science behind habit formation. Habit formation is a complex process rooted in the brain's structure and function. At its core, the science behind habit formation involves a loop known as the habit loop, which consists of three key components: cue, routine, and reward. The cue acts as a trigger that initiates the habit, the routine is the behavior itself, and the reward reinforces the behavior, making it more likely that you will repeat it in the future. Understanding this loop is crucial for anyone looking to change their life for good, as it reveals how habits are built and how they can be reshaped. Neuroscience has shown that when we engage in a particular behavior repeatedly, our brains create neural pathways that make it easier to perform that behavior automatically. This is why habits can feel ingrained and difficult to change. However, the brain is also remarkably adaptable, a quality known as neuroplasticity. This means that although old habits may be hard to break, new habits can be formed by consistently practicing new routines in response to the same cues. By recognizing the cues that trigger undesirable habits and replacing the routines associated with them, you can rewire your brain to embrace more positive behaviors. The role of rewards in habit formation cannot be overstated. Rewards provide the positive reinforcement that encourages us to repeat a behavior. When you start a new habit, it's essential to incorporate immediate rewards to motivate yourself. These rewards can be as simple as a feeling of accomplishment or treating yourself to something enjoyable. By associating positive feelings with new routines, you create a compelling reason to stick with them, making it easier to establish lasting change in your life. It's important to remember that change takes time and persistence. Research indicates that it can take anywhere from 21 to 66 days to form a new habit, depending on its complexity and individual circumstances. This time frame may feel daunting, but recognizing that setbacks are a natural part of the process can help you maintain a positive mindset. Instead of viewing challenges as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to establishing new, healthier habits. In conclusion, the science behind habit formation offers a hopeful perspective on personal change. By understanding how habits are formed and reinforced, you can harness this knowledge to create a brighter future for yourself. Embrace the journey of habit change with patience and determination. With the right strategies and a resilient mindset, you have the power to break old habits and build new ones that align with your goals, ultimately transforming your life for the better. Identifying your personal habits. Identifying your personal habits is the crucial step on the journey to breaking old habits and embracing a brighter future. Habits shape our daily lives, influencing our behaviors, thoughts, and emotions. By taking the time to reflect on your routines, you can uncover both positive and negative patterns that may be holding you back. Start by observing your daily activities, noting how you spend your time and what decisions you make throughout the day. This awareness will empower you to make conscious choices that align with your goals for change. To gain insight into your habits, consider keeping a journal for a week or two. Document your actions, feelings, and thoughts during various activities. This practice will help you recognize which habits are beneficial and which ones might be detrimental. Pay attention to triggers that lead to certain behaviors. Are there specific situations, environments, or emotions that prompt you to engage in habits that no longer serve you? Identifying these triggers is a critical step in understanding the why behind your habits, paving the way for meaningful change. It's also helpful to categorize your habits into different areas of your life, such as health, work, relationships, and personal growth. This approach allows you to see the bigger picture and identify patterns across various domains. For instance, you may notice that stress at work leads to unhealthy eating habits, or that procrastination affects your personal projects. By breaking down your habits into categories, you can prioritize which areas to focus on creating a more manageable path toward transformation. As you identify your habits, practice self-compassion. Remember that everyone has habits, and the goal is not to judge yourself harshly, but to understand your behaviors better. Acknowledge the positive habits you possess and celebrate your strengths. This balanced perspective will encourage you to approach change with a mindset of growth rather than criticism. When you view your habits through a lens of curiosity, you can cultivate a more supportive environment for change. Finally, consider seeking support from friends or professionals who can provide insight and encouragement as you work through this process. Sharing your journey with others can help reinforce your commitment to change and provide accountability. Remember, identifying your personal habits is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process of self-discovery. Embrace this journey with an open heart and mind, and you will be well on your way to breaking old habits and creating a life that reflects your true desires and aspirations. As we conclude this chapter, remember that habits shape the fabric of our lives, but we hold the power to change them. Taking control of your habits is the first step toward creating a brighter future. Take a moment to reflect on one habit you'd like to change. Awareness is the key to unlocking transformation, and simply identifying that habit brings you closer to the life you desire. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into the science behind identifying the triggers that keep old habits in place. Understanding these triggers is crucial for taking control of your behaviors and breaking free from negative patterns. If you found this chapter insightful, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who could benefit from this journey. Together, we can all take small steps toward a better tomorrow. Remember, each small victory counts. I look forward to continuing this journey with you. Stay committed, stay focused, and we'll see each other in the next chapter.